Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to Emilio Scott Memorial Stadium and our game today between the visiting Warriors of Carson Long Military Academy and your Pius X Royals. Today is the 4th annual Anthony Kazassis Memorial MVP game, as well as the 3rd annual Pappy Hildebrand Memorial MVP game. At the end of today's game, 2 players, one from each team, will be selected as game MVPs and receive a trophy in memory of Anthony Kazassis. Also, after the game, 1 player from Pius X will be selected and receive an award as MVP for the Pappy Hildebrand MVP game. Prior to today's game, though, however, which has been designated as the Pius X Pinkout, we have a ceremony to remember and support those who have passed, those who are fighting, and survivors of cancer. If I can draw your attention to the center of the field and the right side corner of the field, I will begin by announcing the following names. Actually, first we'd like to thank Coach Phil for ordering all of the shirts and agreeing to do this with us. Mr. Dizador for donating time to hand out the shirts. Letitia Stewart for donating the balloons. Deb Civelli for finding someone to donate the flowers. Regina Albanese for donating the flowers. And everyone who has showed support either by buying, donating time, or being here today. We'd like to thank all of you. And now, if I could present, please, Kelly Mercurio, survivor and co-founder of Breast Friends PA. Vivian Vega, survivor, co-founder of Breast Friends PA. Chris Lessard, survivor. Stacy Kemmerer, currently fighting, family friend of the Jordan family. Cavill Anderson, survivor, aunt of Zariah McKillies. Rosemary Cashano and Raymond Palma, both deceased, grandmother and grandfather of Nico Palma. Deborah Bradish, deceased, mother to Sean Bradish. Geraldine Jerry Hill, deceased, grandmother to Eric Marbury. John Barton Sr., deceased, grandfather to Lindsay Edwards. Gino Civelli, deceased, grandfather to Zach Civelli. Kelly Fritzinger, survivor, friend of the Civelli family. Jack Fallenstein, survivor, friend of the Civelli family. Connie Antipas, survivor, friend of the Civelli family. Dottie Kinsel, deceased, friend of the Civelli family. Vicky Bodine, deceased, family friend of Civelli. Sandra Cortez, deceased, aunt to Ty Gonzalez. Tara Baez, deceased, grandmother to Ty Gonzalez. Eleanor Reddick, deceased, great-grandmother to Ty Gonzalez. Graciela Simpson, deceased, family friend of the Gonzalez family. Julia Serino, grandmother to Jessica Goyette. Joan Reiner, survivor, aunt of Paige Grolio. Barbara Severs Reiner, deceased, aunt to Paige Groller. Melanie Crawford, fighting, friend of Lynn Bacon. Veronica Boyce, fighting, great aunt to Sean Stewart. Sheila Mason, survivor, great grandmother to Sean Stewart. Matthew Giovannini Sr., deceased, grandfather to Mrs. Lardy. Amelia Scott, aunt to Alicia Bredinger. Roseanne Solentano, family, Sam Hennett. Cassie Cook, family member, Sister Mary Leonard. Kathy Cook, family member, Sister Mary Leonard. John Connolly, family member, Sister Mary Leonard. Joanne Menicola, deceased, by Nancy Dawkins. Mary Gita, deceased, by Nancy Dawkins. Nicoletta Falcone, deceased, Nancy Dawkins. Rosalie Burns, remembered by John Burns. Mary Ann Speraza, friend of Robert Armelin. Patricia Steele, deceased, mother of Kathleen Steele. Deborah Steele Lopchuk, deceased, sister of Kathleen Steele. Janet Lee Steele, deceased, sister-in-law of Kathleen Steele. Patricia Steele Donovan, deceased, aunt of Kathleen Steele. Barry Fetterman, deceased, friend of Coach Hope Stambaugh. Diane Shuck, fighting, friend of Coach Phil Stambaugh. John Pappy Hildebrand, deceased,
Mommy,
friend of Coach Phil and the entire Royals family. Philip Scatty Cusano, deceased, friend of Coach Phil. Joe Clark, survivor, friend of Coach Phil. Doreen Mack, survivor, family friend of J.D. Harmon. And Joanne Cusano, recently deceased, grandmother of Coach Phil, mother of Anthony Cusano and Connie Stambaugh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you all to please rise and join us in a moment of silence for Joanne Cusano and everyone mentioned in this list. Thank you. And now, in memory of those who we named, please release the balloons. Thank you, one and all, for your participation today.